Anyway, so it's usually loose like this. Okay, excuse me.
Excuse me.
This is a more modern picture. And I start over here because I'm old. A lot of soldiers from the valley that were Chinese served in World War II. The oldest living survivor we have today is 103.
Wow.
The other baby is only 100. And that's my Uncle Ray. And 2 or 3 years ago, I can't remember, they compiled a list of all the soldiers from this area, the Central Valley, that fought in World War II, and they were awarded a Congressional Gold Medal.
Wow.
It's about this big, 1/4 of a pound, and it's bronze. And they had 2 generals come and do the awarding at the ceremony. It was kind of cool. In a lot of cases, it was the grandsons or the sons who went up to receive the medals. But they brought the pictures of this. So. These are some of the soldiers around here who did something that was very honorable during the war, like they saved some lives or something like that. This is an example of some Asians who were this was the Air Force, and they would take Asians, but they didn't want a whole bunch of them together, so they would desegregate. In this whole group, there's 1 Asian. When they came back from the war, these are some of the different businesses that they established. I don't know if you're old enough to remember the Luau or the Lavani.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He had the Rex Meat Market. And my daddy had a pharmacy in Farlow.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, over here, there were social organizations. If you are from Fresno, you know where Tulare and C Street is, hopefully. That's where you will find St. Genevieve's Catholic Church. It's the smallest diocese in the world.
Wow.
It's only a block by block.
Oh.
And Mrs. Marr would gather kids from the schools and bring them over there so they could socialize and get a little bit of religion. And they had a teen club. And these are some other associations. This is the original Chinese Baptist church that was on Waterman and Tulare. Have you read anything by Amy Tang?
No.
Joy Luck Club?
Oh, okay.
Okay, her. Here she is, right here.
Oh, wow.
Her father was the pastor at this church for a few years.
Interesting.
And she will mention that in the book. And in fact, her best friend that she mentions is still living in town.
Oh.
Yeah. They sold that church. It's now Sterling Funeral Home, and bought a new church and built it at Angus and Bullard. And every year they take an Easter picture of the congregation. During big celebrations, they will do the lion dance, and the God of Fortune will come and bless the place. Okay. Dragon dance, lion dance. The biggest difference is the number of people. You can have up to 100 people on this, depending on how long it is. And what they do is they take sticks, and every so often they have these little holes. You put the stick in and you just run around holding it. And so you have to follow the leader. Your feet don't leave the ground.
Okay, yeah.
Now, in the lion dance, you only have 2 people. So they can jump, run, roll, do all sorts of acrobatics and stuff like that. And this is a fun one to watch because the bad guy's lifting the other guy, or he's having to keep up with him basically. So it's pretty well choreographed, I'm sure, and they have clues to each other.
Have you seen that in Hanford? They have a festival.
Yeah.
went to that quite a few times because I grew up there. It's really cool.
They have an exhibit going on right now, out there. a Chinese exhibit.
The Carnegie Museum.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and they had tunnels out there to go through.
What?
Yeah, they've had their tunnels open forever.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, what I was gonna say is, associations were formed because when people came over from China, they usually had to have a sponsor or something like that. So each family village would send somebody over and they'd start what is called an association. And people who came later would go to those people, like the Wongs would go to the Wongs.
Oh, okay.
The Louis would go to the Louis Fong Fongs, and they'd help get them settled, get them a job, just generally acclimate them to the new culture.